I think, in all seriousness, I think there's like some kind of thing about archetypal stories.
Both of us were quite right for it, but I just remember Brendan. I mean, we both remember him as just being so kind and
he's just a really good person.
Yeah,
you got that sense from Brendan.
I'm thinking about taking a trip.
Went dark for a minute.
taking heat.
At age 53, Matt Damon officially broke his silence to reveal the rawest truths about his 40-year best friend, Ben Affleck.
They're allowed to put themselves on tape now. Like, we never really, sometimes you'd go in and get put on tape, but we didn't have control over, it was a different audience.
It's really good, We've
known Joe for over 20 years. Ben did a movie with him 21 years ago, so he's somebody that we've,
Behind the Oscar glamour and two highly publicized failed marriages lies a hidden side that Ben himself has never unveiled. From a shared bank account during their penniless days to gambling scandals in Las Vegas and quiet late-night rescues. What really happened in the extraordinary relationship behind their multi-million-dollar film empire, exclusive confessions from the only person who witnessed the entire tragedy, will make you completely change your mind about Ben Affleck. That shocking truth will be revealed right now. Stepping into the present year of 2026, Hollywood witnesses a completely different Ben Affleck at age 53. As the noise from his recent divorce gradually subsides, the public is becoming curious about the actor's real life behind the velvet curtain. Right at this sensitive moment, Matt Damon officially spoke out to the press.
Completely aware of how ridiculously lethal they are, and they're perfectly camouflaged in that water.
No longer hollow words of defense. The star of the Jason Bourne franchise exposes the most authentic hidden corners of his close friend over the past 4 decades. Through recent interviews, Damon recounts the dark days when Ben faced immense pressure. He asserts that he was always by his friend's side through every worst-case scenario, from rehab trips to divorce papers.
You and Violet were coming over to watch the Patriots.
Correct. 1 point. This is a good one. What's my favorite thing about you?
Well, do you have a minute? My dad.
it's also kind of a whodunit, and there might be a bad guy sitting on this couch right now. We don't know.
There might be.
There might be. I said might. I said might. But
First of all, I am roughly the age of the young man in the story, right? He's maybe a few years older than me, but very close.
The bond between these two men goes far beyond the limits of professional colleagues in glamorous Hollywood. Through 40 years of ups and downs, their careers progressed alongside personal fractures, but the boundary of their friendship has never shown any sign of wavering. Speaking about this enduring bond, Matt Damon did not hesitate to share emotionally with the press. He called the friendship rooted in the small streets of Cambridge from years ago one of the greatest loves of my life. The turning point that impelled them to stand shoulder to shoulder once again in the business world came from an unexpected source of inspiration. After watching the documentary The Beatles Get Back, Damon underwent a profound awakening regarding the value of time and dedication. That cinematic work made the actor realize human time is extremely finite. Immediately, a historic call was made. Damon proposed that Ben set aside all personal barriers to devote all their strength to reuniting and making films together. The result of that call was the birth of Artists' Equity, a brand new film production empire. This company not only marks the historic reunion of the dynamic duo, but also carries the ambition to reshape the compensation structure in Hollywood. Going beyond the framework of traditional studios, Artists' Equity applies an extremely bold profit-sharing model. Both commit to distributing revenue equally to the entire crew, from famous directors to the quietest behind-the-scenes staff. The clearest testament to this ambition is the mega-project The Rip, marking a strategic handshake with streaming giant Netflix. The project is attracting special attention from the media thanks to its massive investment scale and groundbreaking artistic message. Speaking about the mission of this revolutionary business model, the press quoted their core view. "We want to place real power in the hands of creators, ensuring that all labor value is worthily rewarded." Returning to his personal life, Ben Affleck, at age 53, carries a noticeably more contemplative and mature demeanor. Shedding the drama-filled spotlight, the actor now devotes all his mind and time to fulfilling his responsibilities as a father. The media currently often catches sight of him devotedly caring for his 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel. For Ben right now, family peace and the children's smiles are the true prestigious trophy after decades of struggling. Now entering a brand new phase of life, the actor has found serenity from the deep recesses of his soul. Overcoming all storms of public opinion, he knows he always has the unconditional companionship of his soulmate Matt Damon. But behind Matt Damon's strong support today lies the memory of a dark period. That was the time when the name Ben Affleck was turned into the center of ridicule, along with a series of high-profile romantic scandals that consumed endless ink. A seemingly fatal downfall. Entering the early 2000s as his career was soaring after his debut, Oscar winner Ben Affleck unexpectedly plunged into his worst series of crises. Excessive media attention gradually turned the actor's personal life into the center of controversy. Beneath the appearance of a successful and handsome movie star, Ben was silently battling chronic alcoholism. In July 2001, he decided to enter the Promises Treatment Center in Malibu to undergo a 30-day rehab program. At the time, this event was shrouded in secrecy by his publicist team to protect his career at its peak. Only later did the Hollywood press reveal that hereditary alcoholism from his family had begun ravaging his physical and mental health from a very early age. The biggest media turning point occurred when Ben Affleck began a romantic relationship with singer Jennifer Lopez. The term Bennifer was born, marking the emergence of one of the most intensely hounded couples in modern entertainment history. The tabloid explosion turned every minor move of the couple into front-page news. Camera lenses followed Ben Affleck everywhere, transforming the actor's private space into an out-of-control reality TV show. Looking back at the horrifying pressure from public scrutiny during this period, Ben Affleck once bitterly admitted to The Hollywood Reporter, "I realized I had become a character who sells magazines rather than a real actor making genuine art." The peak of disaster struck his career in the summer of 2003 when the film Giggly officially premiered. The cinematic collaboration between Ben and Jennifer Lopez quickly turned into a box office nightmare, generating a dismal revenue of just over $7 million USD. Critics relentlessly published negative reviews, making Giggly one of the worst works in film history. The movie swept the Golden Raspberry Awards that year, dealing a heavy blow to the professional credibility of the actor born in 1972. Within a short span from the status of a sought-after A-list star, Ben Affleck was labeled box office poison by major studios. A series of lucrative endorsement contracts were canceled, and producers turned their backs en masse, refusing to offer him new roles. Heavy media pressure weighing down on their private relationship caused the wedding scheduled for September 2003 to be postponed at the last minute. By early 2004, the couple officially announced the cancellation of their engagement, ending a romance that had consumed endless press coverage. The dual collapse of both his career and personal life plunged Ben Affleck into isolation and a severe mental breakdown. The actor withdrew from public life, confronting public ridicule and a harsh cold shoulder from the movie industry. Just when everyone thought Ben Affleck was past his prime, he chose to return with his sharpest weapon, directorial talent. But that mask of glory concealed another monster. The mask of performance. Shaking off the ruins of his collapse, Ben Affleck began the journey of rebuilding his career by shifting to behind the camera. In 2007, the film Gone Baby Gone, directed by him, premiered and reaped a shower of praise from critics. The peak of Ben Affleck's career was marked in 2012 with the spy film Argo. The movie not only achieved brilliant commercial success, but also brilliantly won the Oscar for Best Picture at the 85th Academy Awards. This spectacular comeback propelled him to the pinnacle of power in Hollywood before he officially donned the Batman suit. The iconic role in the DC cinematic universe further consolidated his position as one of the world's most prestigious stars. Nonetheless, behind the mask of glory of an Oscar-winning film genius lay a dark reality. Ben Affleck had to face persistent internal battles as his gambling habit and alcoholism began spiraling out of control. In April 2014, a shocking scandal occurred at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Casino management immediately intervened and decided to ban Ben Affleck from playing blackjack permanently after discovering he was using card-counting techniques. The media quickly exploited the incident, turning the actor's multi-million-dollar gambling habit into a press focal point. Ben himself later spoke out, confirming the incident, explaining that he had merely spent time studying strategy to master the game. Sharing with Details magazine about his controversial gambling habit, Ben Affleck frankly confided, "I took a given amount of time to learn and devote myself to that game to the point where I became a good player." In parallel with his gambling troubles, his decade-long marriage to actress Jennifer Garner was also deeply fractured. The couple married in 2005 and was once considered the benchmark icon of a happy family in American entertainment. Differences in life, perspectives, along with Ben's quiet relapse, pushed the relationship into a dead end. In June 2015, just one day after their 10th wedding anniversary, the couple officially announced their separation to the shock of fans worldwide. After the divorce, Ben Affleck's alcoholism grew increasingly severe, directly threatening his life and career. He repeatedly underwent short-term therapy sessions but was still unable to completely eliminate his cravings for mind-altering substances. The height of the tragedy took place in August 2018 when international media exploded over a photograph showing Jennifer Garner driving Ben Affleck to emergency care. The actress personally went to her ex-husband's residence to convince him to enter the Jack Ford Rehab Center. The photo, capturing the moment Ben sat haggard in the back seat of the car, quickly went viral at breakneck speed. This was seen as the most heartbreaking evidence of the image collapse of a star who had once stood at the summit of Oscar glory. Speaking about his life and death struggle with alcohol and the breakdown of his marriage, Ben confided to the New York Times, "The biggest regret of my life is this divorce. Shame is truly a deeply toxic feeling." Before old wounds could heal, Ben Affleck plunged into another fatal vortex where romance and tragedy intertwined in a bitter fashion. A costly stumble. After completing a lengthy rehab program, Ben Affleck entered 2019 determined to rebuild his film career. Even so, the actor immediately faced an extremely difficult decision regarding the high-pressure role of Batman. According to the original plan from the giant Warner Bros., he would play the male lead while also serving as director and screenwriter for The Batman Project. The prolonged preparation process, along with immense pressure from the media, directly threatened his sobriety. Admitting the reason he was forced to let go of this iconic superhero role, Ben Affleck once shared with the New York Times, "I showed someone the Batman script. They said the script is very good, but you will drink yourself to death." Saying goodbye to the Batman suit, Ben Affleck returned to the big screen in 2020 with the psychological drama The Way Back. The role of a former basketball player struggling with alcoholism was seen as a mirror reflecting the actor's own turbulent real life. As his career and spirit gradually stabilized, the spring of 2021 marked a world-shaking turning point. Ben Affleck officially reunited with his former lover, Jennifer Lopez, after exactly 17 years apart, rekindling one of the most heavily documented romances in Hollywood history. The return of the Bennifer 2.0 phenomenon immediately generated a global media storm. Paparazzi were constantly on watch 24/7 around the couple's residence, turning even their smallest private moments into headlines on major news outlets. In April 2022, Ben Affleck officially presented an engagement ring to Jennifer Lopez for the second time amid overwhelming fan joy. In July, the couple unexpectedly held a secret and remarkably simple wedding at a small chapel in Las Vegas. A month later, they continued to host friends with a lavish 3-day wedding at Ben's private estate in the state of Georgia. Gathering a host of famous stars, the event became the prime focus of attention in the entertainment industry. Although appearing remarkably glamorous and happy on international event red carpets, their married life quickly revealed fractures. Overwhelming differences in personality and life perspectives caused them to repeatedly fall into conflict. Jennifer Lopez is a public figure who always loves the spotlight and actively shares her personal life on social media. Conversely, Ben Affleck is an extremely reserved individual. He constantly feels averse to and exhausted by the relentless pursuit of camera lenses. Conflicts peaked when J.Lo's personal documentary project was widely released. Having personal love letters made public left Ben Affleck feeling dissatisfied that his private life was being used as media material. Irreconcilable differences led to a tragic outcome as Jennifer Lopez officially filed for divorce in Los Angeles court. Legal documents recorded that the couple had been officially separated since April 2024 due to irreconcilable conflicts. Confiding his fatigue when every detail of his personal life was constantly scrutinized, Ben Affleck bitterly stated in a press interview, "I am a fairly shy person. I don't like attention and really just want to live a normal life." Stepping into 2025, complex legal procedures regarding the division of valuable shared assets and the termination of the marriage were officially completed. The swift breakdown of his second marriage after just 2 short years left a deep wound in the actor's heart. The shock of this high-profile second breakdown under the ruthless gaze of the media plunged Ben Affleck into a severe psychological crisis. The actor proactively withdrew completely from entertainment events, choosing a secluded life to protect his remaining peace. The cascading collapses in the present day bring the public back to the moment when the first scars shaped Ben Affleck as a person. Going back to the 1980s, the complex family background in Cambridge was the origin of both his brilliant talent and the series of tragedies in his life. The Cambridge Shadows. Turning back time to the 1980s in the city of Cambridge, Massachusetts, Ben Affleck's childhood was spent under the dark shadow of a family crisis. The earliest memories of the actor, born in 1972, were linked to a highly volatile living environment. His father, Mr. Tim Affleck, was a severe alcoholic who struggled with prolonged unemployment. After his parents divorced in 1984, Mr. Tim fell into homelessness on the streets for many consecutive years. Ben's mother, Mrs. Chris Ann Bolt, an elementary school teacher, had to shoulder the burden of raising the children amid financial hardship. His father's alcoholism and family psychological instability left deep emotional scars in his mind. Amidst that anxious backdrop, Ben Affleck's greatest anchor was his friendship with Matt Damon, who lived a few streets away from his house. They met in the early 1980s and quickly found a magical connection through a shared passion for cinema. Entering the early 1990s, The two young men began embarking on an arduous professional acting path. The press at the time noted that they repeatedly took buses and trains from Cambridge to New York to attend auditions, big and small. To survive during that penniless period, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon made an unprecedented, unique decision. They set up a joint bank account in Cambridge to pool all the meager money earned from commercial acting. The rules of the joint account were very strict. This money served only the purposes of going to auditions, buying train tickets, acting attire, and covering minimal living expenses. This was considered a strange survival model where personal financial boundaries were completely erased. Revealing this special financial mechanism in the media, Matt Damon once proudly explained, "The rule was, if one of us got a job in a commercial, that money belonged to both of us to keep the dream alive together." Even with relentless efforts, obscure minor roles still could not help either of them break through. Realizing the stalemate of unknown actors in Hollywood, they decided to write a screenplay for themselves with their own hands. After spending months diligently working in a cramped apartment, the script for Good Will Hunting was officially completed in the mid-90s. Following a series of tense negotiations with major studios, the project finally received the production green light. In December 1997, the movie Good Will Hunting premiered to the public and immediately created a profound cultural phenomenon. The work achieved brilliant success at the global box office, with revenue exceeding $225 million USD from a modest budget. The historic peak arrived at the Academy Awards ceremony held in early 1998, when the script by the two actors was called in the Best Original Screenplay category. At age 25, Ben Affleck etched his name into history as the youngest screenwriter to win the award. The moment he stepped onto the podium to receive the Nobel Award, Ben Affleck emotionally spoke before millions of television viewers. "I just said to Matt that winning this award is great, but I really didn't think we were going to get it." The Golden Statuette turned two poor guys into the most sought-after stars in Hollywood overnight. The survival bond from those needy days in Cambridge became the foundation that helped them step into a new era. The journey at age 53, with countless ups and downs for Ben Affleck, is a testament to the harshness as well as the magical nature of Hollywood. Behind both the glory and the tragedy, there is always the quiet but resilient companionship of his soulmate, Matt Damon. How do you evaluate Ben Affleck's journey through storms alongside the rare 40-year friendship between the two actors? Please share your perspective in the comments section below to discuss with us. If you find this content engaging and valuable, please hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel today. Don't forget to turn on notification bells so you don't miss upcoming videos about the movie world.